that you do it on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
And now, a man who promised me there'd be free champagne in the green room, but there wasn't, Jason Suel!
Welcome, folks. Welcome to Later with Jason Suel. We are in front of a live studio audience at Crystal Bridges. Give yourselves a round of applause.
I think I could get used to this. I could get used to this, Bo says. These digs are nice, man. Bands?
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. It's funny because we don't really see each other much outside of the show, so I feel like I need to catch up with you guys once we see each other. How's it going?
Good, man.
Decent.
Yeah?
Well,
Decent, just decent.
Well, I mean, we're in a spaceship.
That's
It's
right.
more of a turtle shell.
It is, and it's beautiful here, and we're so thankful for Crystal Bridges and Art Infusion for having us at this event, and we're thankful for you, the audience, who is joining us on this live episode. We have a phenomenal episode lined up for you.
Better than average.
But before we get to that, let's take you over to our Sam's Furniture Spotlight.
We're here at Sam's Furniture in this comfy couch with Coletta Patterson from LifeSource. Coletta, tell us a little bit about LifeSource.
Yeah, LifeSource is more than just food. And so we take a holistic approach to helping families that are struggling with poverty and food insecurity, helping them with kids' life, with after-school care and summer day camp.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and we also have a counseling program, so we help families and kids, regardless of their ability to pay, they can get counseling services, and we help the community in a variety of ways.
Awesome. So speaking of community involvement, how would anybody that wants to be involved or want to actually utilize these services get a hold of you guys?
They can call, they can come and see us and drop in. They don't have to call and make an appointment. They can just show up and volunteer in our pantry. They can help show the clients around and picking out their food. They can also volunteer with our Kids Life program, tutoring the students after school or in summer day camp. They can come teach an adult ed class on art or cooking or any of that.
Or show hosting.
Show hosting, woohoo! Yeah, there's lots of fun stuff going on.
Hey, is this real leather?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so if it's at Sam's.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you. Can we give a big round of applause for our friends joining us on stage? Instagrampa and his buddy Cooter.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jason Suel. It's nice to be here. I'd understand. I even shaved the back of my neck today for this. This is big time. You know, for the longest time, I'm Instagrampa. This is my good friend Cooter, Renee Titwaller, and we live out in the woods. We don't get in too often, but we do know art. We know our art. And for a long time, Cooter and I thought this place was called Crystal Britches. And it had something to do with a glass slipper maybe or something, but it sounded painful. It sounded a little sharp to try to put on Crystal Britches, and we understand it better now. And Cooter is an artist. He in the ice storm in '98, he cut pieces of wood from fallen trees, put some bottle cap eyes on them, and took a chainsaw and cut a smile in them, and he only did famous people. He called them celebrities. And what were some of the people you did, some of the people you carved?
There was that one, he was Bob Barker.
Oh, he did Bob Barker.
Gwen
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
And I got James Woods.
And of course, James Woods, yeah, he did. But who was your most famous? You did the one about the guy that wasn't even a president yet.
It was the hair and
You did the hair on it?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, he did Donald Trump. And this, look at this, just standing here right now. He's made art out of a cup and put some rooster comb on the top of it. Anybody can do it. You know, anybody can do any of this art out here, we think, and Cooter could sit right here and made art himself right now. That's pretty amazing. If you walk through this beautiful museum we have here, you look at a piece of art and you see something, and then all of a sudden you don't see it. And then you see it again. Think about that. Yeah, that's true. Also, you know, people say that art will disturb a comfortable person and bring comfort to a disturbed person. And that's what Cooter and I like about it too, I think, too. What are you making now? What else have you done?
We got that thing over there, and you got to rip it up there, and you just got to get over there and just do it.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know what it is exactly, but he's made something else. You know, that is the thing about art. You don't have to question it. You don't have to know what it is as long as you let it affect you. I was looking at a piece of art one time, and I thought I saw a star, a faraway star in the painting. And then I looked, and all of a sudden it wasn't a star, but it's just a little speck of dirt on my glasses. And but you know, I saw that in the art, and thought it was something.
Hey, it's the Grandpa and his buddy Cooter, everybody. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We'll be right back.
We'd like to give you that,
Both
too.
of them.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're joined now at the desk by Cynthia Post-Hunt of the Inverse Performance Art Festival. Cynthia, I'm so glad that you're on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be fun. So first of all, tell us, how did the Inverse Festival get its start?
Well, it started in 2016 here in Northwest Arkansas, basically as kind of an experiment between myself and my collaborator and co-curator. I had moved from Chicago and wanted to see more conceptual live work happening in the region. And so we invited some of our friends and decided to call it a festival.
Yeah.
But we opened it up, so there was an open call process. And that was the first year in 2016, and we just finished our third year. And
So as an open call festival that had never happened before, how hard was it to find artists?
Well, the performance art community is really tight-knit worldwide, and so the beauty of the internet, yeah, I mean, we had international applicants the first year.
Wow,
yeah.
even in the first year. And what role do you think Inverse plays in the Northwest Arkansas community?
Well, I think one of our main goals is just to get performance art more of in the conversation when it comes to visual art.
Sure.
And so just programming more events throughout the year, providing opportunities for artists to come through, like on their stop from A to B, connecting with other regions, all of those.
Yeah. So tell us also, I mean, the festival doesn't happen just in one place. It happens in multiple places in Northwest Arkansas, right?
Our very first year, we were in Fayetteville and we were in Bentonville.
Right.
And then this year, we decided to do 4 cities. So we did Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, and Fayetteville. Because you can't have Northwest Arkansas and only have 2 places.
Gotta join them together.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the
Right.
Voltron.
So it was a
performance
different.
art.
Each day was in a different city, and we just found venues that were willing to support us, like Crystal Bridges,
Yay.
21C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. So we're at Crystal Bridges right now. Beautiful, obviously beautiful museum. What role did they play in helping you, with Inverse Performance Art Festival?
The opportunity for artists to perform in a museum space is huge. And then the opportunity for the audience to maybe experience something unexpected in the museum setting is really nice. So we have been like so grateful for Crystal Bridges and their support.
Yes, as are we to be here tonight. Anybody out there in our audience go to Inverse Performance Art Festival this year? Did you love it? What did you think? Yes, we've got some people cheering. Awesome. You are doing something right. Cynthia, thanks so much for joining us on Later. Stick around, folks. We got more happening right here on Later. It was awesome. You didn't even need this one. You're so eloquent.
Our musical guests brought to you by Walden Arts Center, presenting the new West Street Live series.
Ladies and gentlemen, now for your listening pleasure, we have the lovely Leslie Renaga performing Me Soul.
quédate cerca, solo un poco más. Thank you.
Yeah, another big round of applause for our band tonight, folks. They told me that if they were going to come to Crystal Bridges tonight, they had to at least get 4 rounds of applause, so we're trying to fit those in.
But don't give them any more than that. You never want to over-applaud the band.
As many as we're going to do tonight. Hey, I'm excited about our guest now at the desk. We've got Dylan Turk. who works here at the museum. Dylan, what's your role here at Crystal Bridges?
Yeah, I'm in the curatorial department. I work primarily on architecture, but I got a background in art history, so I do a little bit of stuff with that too.
And snazzy shirts.
And snazzy shirts.
Background and snazzy shirts.
Yeah,
I like that.
It happens.
So this Frank Lloyd Wright house that is here on the property, Crystal Bridges, what was your involvement with that?
Well, I came in and someone said, hey, we bought this house, it's in pieces. And so
that's what all the houses in Northwest Arkansas are like. Yeah,
pretty much. And so I was able to do a bunch of research on it, curated the whole experience, just published a book about the house actually, and give a lot of tours and talk to people and really kind of promote architecture. So yeah.
That's great. So architecture, I know you have a couple passion projects and things you're passionate about to do with architecture in Bentonville specifically.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I think we need a historic district. I think we need to have some regulations that protect and preserve our neighborhoods. And there's a lot of growth. There's so much development, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah,
I think it's amazing. But this is the history of our place. And also,
you got to be mindful about what you're doing.
You do. You have to think it through. And I mean, I'm not going to name any names, but there's some bad design happening. And also, if we preserve these areas, it allows. Yes, I'll do it. It allows for better. More diverse people to live here. It allows for more socioeconomic status people. That's not the right word, but
we know what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, then I want my neighborhood block to be able to be filled with all different types of people.
Right.
That's what makes this community great.
A neighborhood is a living thing. You know, you can't sterilize it. It has to happen organically.
Exactly.
What's an action point? Like, what is something that we could do?
Yeah. I mean, like right tomorrow, the city of Bentonville could come together and put some guidelines, like some actual draw on a map and say these areas are protected. Houses built between these years with these materials on these streets, you can't tear them down.
Yeah.
And there's an architect, his name is Carl Elefante, and he says the greenest building is the building that's already built. So save it.
Yeah,
save
I
it.
like it. He's I like you're a man with a plan. Dylan is a man with a plan, and I know also you've got some plans, some things happening at Crystal Bridges this summer that we can all get excited about. What's something you're particularly jazzed about happening here at the museum?
Yeah, you know, one of the greatest things is we're in this forest, so it gets so overgrown. There's all these flowers, and so I was thinking about that, and we just opened a show called The Garden. It opened last Saturday.
Okay.
And it's a show I curated, and it's all about flowers and this beautiful paper installation from this artist in Portland. And
speaking of paper installations,
yes,
Cooter
I know. When I
and
saw these,
Instagram
I thought the same thing.
We submit to you the works of Cooter.
For I think our audiences are going to really enjoy these.
I think I picked up some of those out of the parking lot on the way up.
Art charmed all of the audience watching this show in Northwest Arkansas. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Turk.
William McCormick, he makes stuff that is frozen in floral, frozen in floral.
Frozen and floral, that's right. Hey, we're joined at the chef's table now by Chef William McCormick.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, glad to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. So what do we got going on?
So we brought some science with us, right? So here we have some beautiful sous vide carrots. So, you know, what is sous vide, right? So sous vide is a modern cooking technique where we're going to be cooking food in a vacuum bag using a water bath. So, you know, very modern, very unique, and very special.
Giving it a bath. That's
right,
where food is gone these days.
A loving, delicious bath.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
today we're going to be preparing heirloom carrot tartare. Ooh. So it's a beautiful
Carrot
rendition.
tartare. I haven't heard of carrot tartare before.
So are these raw carrots that we're going to be tartaring? Is that safe?
It is safe. These are not raw, so these are you know, partially cooked. So we cook them down to a texture that we like. To be precise, it's 68.3 degrees. So, you know, very unique, very fun.
If this is 69 or 70 degrees,
we throw it out.
Spitting it out.
Yeah, totally throw it out. So yeah, you know, it's unique. We here at the museum, Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, right? So we build, you know, some of our pillars are art, architecture, and nature.
Yes.
So here we connect with those three pillars, and we have a beautiful structured dish. With
Architecture.
Architecture.
And then
you got some beautiful nature
some
here.
Nature,
Yep.
a little house with some trees.
And then hopefully this is all edible art, right? So that's
right,
the
it's
idea.
beautiful, yeah.
So,
Art.
I don't know if we can call that art.
Boom.
But what
I
you're
think
going to
it's
make is art.
That's right.
Doing
So
it.
we're going to start with some beautiful sous vide carrots.
Yeah.
It's going to be mixed with a little fresh aioli.
Fresh aioli.
Yep.
So like this is it? It just seems like a lot of salad toppings that
It
you're going
is.
to turn into something. Like where's the rest of it?
Well, it's all going to come together at the end, right?
Okay.
At least I hope so. We're going to see.
Into a salad
So some shallots.
dressing?
Some little
Okay,
shallots.
Olive oil.
Okay.
I love that you
I'm
know what you're
still
doing.
trusting you here.
Aleppo pepper.
I would have put those in order so I could remember what to put in next, and you are such a pro. You just
And then,
know what
you know,
to grab.
one of the most important things in cuisine is salt.
Do it like you mean it.
That's right. So, all the
Our
delicious
band loves
salt.
salts,
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know. They're salt fanatics.
There's croutons.
There's croutons.
Okay.
So croutons are part of our garnish. So,
all right.
you know,
I'm gonna
tartare.
start with those.
Tartare is traditionally made with beef, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, you know, to
That's what I was wondering, and is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Where's the beef? So we cook the sous vide because we want to mimic the texture and flavor of beef, right?
Sure.
So we implement some olive oil, thyme, a little salt in here
Yeah.
to really get that umami flavor going,
Right,
right?
yeah.
So very similar texture and shapes.
Yes.
And we're going to finish this with some croutons.
Oh, yeah.
The
All right.
architecture.
The
Got
architecture, the structure.
The structure.
Yeah.
it. And then some beef.
No beef on this one. So, you know,
brought
we
my
want to be
fork.
accessible to all. So this is
Okay.
something that even the vegetarians can enjoy.
Oh, I like that
Yeah.
idea. Anybody has accessibility
Anybody
with
can
the
enjoy
food. With the food here at Crystal Bridges, right?
So there's our beautiful dish.
It looks
Yes.
gorgeous.
It is gorgeous,
All
isn't
jokes
it?
aside, I'm ready to eat this. Actually, I'm
Awesome.
gonna get some of this. I'm going for it.
Awesome.
Like,
We're going to
I'm
have
not
a chance
wait
to
for
try
that.
this, folks, as we wrap up our program. Big thanks to
Good
Chef
luck.
William McCormick for joining us. Stick around.
Thank you, everybody.
Got more happening on later. Yeah, folks, thanks for joining us on Later with Jason Suel in front of a live audience here at Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. And remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email at laterwithjasonsewell.com. And before we leave this episode, we want to make sure we thank our guests.
Cynthia Post Hunt,
Leslie Renaga,
Dylan Turk,
Chef William McCormick.
and Instagram Pond Cooter.
See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Yeah.
Let's get it.